Hey, Amber Vilhauer here, and thank you for signing up for this free training. This isn't like most free trainings that you've probably been a part of because I'm going to go very deep in giving you a lot of targeted and detailed advice. I want to make sure that whenever I put content out there, that it is something that people can immediately hit the ground running with, and it's of value. It changes your way of thinking, your way of doing, and it delivers you results much, much faster. And your website has to be an accurate reflection of who you are and what your message is and what you can really offer people. And if your website is something right now that you're not proud of, then you need to stop everything else that you're doing and go back and fix it. And fast, you need to get it together because this website is the accurate reflection of who you are and the value that you put out to the world. And I'm pretty sure that your website does not accurately reflect how you want to help people and what makes you uniquely different. Now, what most people do incorrectly is they wait until everything is perfect before publishing their website or moving forward with anything. And that is absolutely not what I am condoning. I am a person of action. I will put something out there, even if it's not 100% perfect, because putting something out there that's good enough, that's 90% there, allows me to impact people faster with my message, people just like you who actually need real help. So I want you to pull out your worksheet and settle in because this is not the kind of training where you've heard it all before. I'm going to go deep in 6 core pillars to your website success. Okay. Now I am uniquely qualified to give you this training for several reasons. Number one, I have owned and operated a website and marketing agency for over a decade. That means that we've built more than 500 websites. Now, I'm not like most designers that just builds a pretty site. I build websites that is designed to get you real results. Now, what are results? What does that even mean? Because everybody's tossing around that word these days, okay? What I mean by results is your website should be so dialed in that by the time a new visitor comes in a variety of ways, they heard you speaking, they saw you on social media, your video was shared and they watched that, however they entered into your website, it should be immediately clear who you are, what you do, who you do it for, how you do it, and what you want people to do next. That way they can self-select out if they are not your perfect target fit. Now, we want to try to be all things to all people all the time, right? Maximize our impact, and that's really great. But if your website is dialed in, you will have an easy exit out for people who you ultimately don't want to work with, and that is a beautiful thing. Now, what you're left with are people who are perfect people that you would love to work with, that are in a unique position, that need your services and will be an easy sell. I don't want you to have calls with people who aren't qualified. I want you to have calls with people who are extremely qualified, who can afford your products and services and can't wait to jump in with both feet. And that is what is possible. And I also know that from personal experience. The website that you're looking at on the screen is my agency website, NG Enterprises, standing for No Guts, No Glory. And we're going to use this website as a case study for what you should be doing in your own website. You see, when I have a call with a prospect, I know that there is an 80 to 90% chance that they're going to buy. And we're talking about a website that's probably in the ballpark of $6,000 to $10,000. This is not some low ticket offering. There's a reason that I have such a high closing ratio on my sales calls. And I am not talking to people who are unqualified, who are not ready for a website that's really geared to get them results. Okay. So imagine for a moment if that could be your business. It's exciting, right? So that's what we're going to talk about here today. I'm going to look down from time to time because I have a list of notes here in my business journal, and we're going to go deep. So the first thing that you need to have is a homepage video. Now, if we scroll down on my homepage, bam, that's the first thing you see, a video. It's not because I like looking at myself. It's because there is no better medium in order to connect with people and to get your message across clearly. when you have a bunch of text on your website, you kind of leave things open to interpretation. We live in a time where people are busy, rushed, overwhelmed, information overload. And so people are rapidly scanning your content and making certain assumptions about what you do and who you do it for. Wow, we do not want that. Okay. So what we want is the power. We want the control to be able to meet somebody face to face, even though we can't actually see them. I'm meeting you face to face right now in this moment. I'm not thinking about the masses. I'm not thinking about anybody else. I'm thinking about you and how I can serve you. So a key to doing these videos is definitely to get out of your head. It's not about you. I don't care what I look like. I don't care, how the delivery, as long as I am giving value and I am being articulate as to who I am and what I do. That's really the goal of this homepage video. I like to call it a door greeter video. Now, below on this page where you've had access to this video that you're watching right now, I actually have a link to a 14-minute training video that goes deep into this homepage video, and also how you can add video on other pages of your website, such as your service pages, your download pages, your product pages, anywhere and everywhere. I want you to become a video junkie, where every time you turn around, you think, oh, this is an opportunity for me to make a new video. And don't worry, the more you do it, the more you'll just naturally feel comfortable with video. You'll start looking through the camera instead of at the camera. You won't feel exposed. It will just become second nature. For me, I like to envision that I'm just talking to one person on the other end of this camera. You, okay? And I can talk to you, right? I don't know if I can talk to millions of people. Maybe I could, but I'm talking to you right now. I'm fully present to you and your needs, and that allows me to be myself and not overthink what I'm doing here, and just instead let my expertise, my craft, my value come across. That's what we want for this homepage door greeter video. You're welcome to watch the video on my homepage as a sample. You're also welcome to head on over to our portfolio of WordPress websites here, and you can see videos from other clients and what they've attempted to do. Ideally, you want to keep this video about 3 to 5 minutes, and it's just going to talk about, hi, who you are. I'm Amber Vilhauer, and I am the owner of NGNG Enterprises, which is a website and marketing agency. Who you are. What you do. I work with authors, speakers, and coaches, and I help them build their business online. And I do that through WordPress website development and also through coaching one-on-one and marketing systems in order to help you get your message out there more quickly, more efficiently, and less expensively. So who you are, what you do, who you do it for should be a part of that. How you do it. So I could go a little bit deeper into what makes me different from most WordPress website developers or most one-on-one strategy coaches or most marketing experts. Okay, so who you are, what you do, who you do it for, how you do it. The key is in the last one, what you want people to do next. Now, on my particular website, since this is an agency website, I want everybody to download our service menu. You literally can't go anywhere on this website without being asked to download our service menu. And in each opt-in offer, even though it's the exact same offer that they're signing up for, I write it out differently. So whereas before, above, I said, download our service menu. Down here, want pricing and transparency. Our service menu PDF says it all. Download here. I have an extremely high conversion rate on this particular call to action. And so you want to make sure that your opt-in offers are placed in different areas of your website. They are saying different things, even if it's the same offer. And in your videos and in your text, you want to make sure that you are telling people what to do next. If we scroll up here, just below my homepage video, you're going to see a call to action. Please read about Amber Vilhauer and search through the pages in the top navigation, online services tab to see all of the ways we can support your growth. So anytime you are ending a text or a video, and I don't care if it's a blog post, it could be a video, you're on stage, anytime you're ending something, always end with what you want people to do next, because if they don't know what to do, they're not going to do anything. And we don't want that, right? There's always something next. So you could pause this video right now if you want. and scroll down and watch the kind of deeper dive door greeter video training that I have available for you. It's more step by step. Or we can now progress on to the second tip that I have for you. And this is really important. Honestly, it's something that most business owners don't have, are not doing. And this is why you feel so out of flow. It's like there's a fog in your business. And it's also why you are operating in a dysfunctional environment. Okay. It's kind of chaotic and you're just rushing to do task after task after task. And as a business owner, there comes a point in your journey where you need to slow down on that busy work and you're in the weeds, in the day-to-day minutia of your business. And it's time to elevate into the bigger picture, the bigger room. And in that bigger room, this is where you step into CEO, right? Startups don't look at themselves as a CEO yet. Once you're in the bigger room and you're a CEO, it's time to start your visionary journey. It's where you're really thinking about, how do I want customers to experience my business and experience my service, whether I'm coaching, whether I'm speaking on stages, whether I'm an author, whether I'm a realtor, whether I'm a doctor, whatever it is that you do, how do I want them to experience this service or experience my product, my membership, my supplement line? How do I want them to experience my organization as a whole? How do I want them to experience being on my email list or being on my social media profiles? Now, as a startup, this is not something that I was ready for the first probably few years of my business, right? I was just not of the mindset of thinking bigger. I didn't even barely know what my message was, right? And when I first started my business, I said, I build websites for everybody. And I did. I built websites that sold solar distributor parts. I built websites for, distributor companies that offered like napkins to restaurants, and speakers and coaches and realtors and rental agency type companies. Like I did it all. And in that period of time, it was kind of this process of discovery. Who do I enjoy working with the most? What do I enjoy doing the most? And at that point, once I kind of started to see the patterns of the things I enjoy doing and who I enjoy doing it for, that's when I was ready to step into the bigger room. So I really personally needed that experience to make those decisions, but it didn't stop me from taking action. It didn't stop me from selling websites or fulfilling them or building out my following. My message today is light years different than my message was when I first started my business, and that's okay. So for me, when I was ready to step into that bigger room and I started looking at this idea of customer experience, and not just customer experience, but team experience. When you hire your first virtual assistant, and when you're hiring a website developer, and then you have a lawyer, and then you have a CPA, guess what? You have a team. Have you been thinking of them as a team? I don't know. But now we can start thinking about, what is the culture? What's the experience that I want to offer to my team? How do I want to elevate every experience that I have with anybody? So, number 2 in how to position your website is really to think through this idea of customer experience. Now, here we are on the NGNG website again. Here's the experience that I want people to have. I don't care who you are, if you're qualified to talk to me and work with me or not. When you come into this website, I want you to immediately watch my homepage video. Once you're done with my homepage video, if you're ready, I want you to download my service menu. And if you're not ready, I want you to head over to our services tab and click on WordPress websites. And when you're on that WordPress websites page, I want you to scroll down and I want you to watch this video here about pre-made theme websites and the process that we go through to build somebody's website, okay? Then I want somebody to go over to our portfolio. And I want them to look at sample websites that we've done so that they can start to envision the type of website that is possible for them, because we have all kinds of websites. Look at this in every single industry. Then I want them to look at the social proof. We have testimonials everywhere. I don't even know if you can go to a page on this website without being smacked in the face with testimonials. Social proof that we not only build a great website, but we are awesome to work with. We are fast. We are efficient. We are organized. We are timely. We do what we say we're going to do. We have great attitudes. We elevate the experience. Okay. We make it easy for people to go through the process and to feel proud of their website at the end. We give training for all of our customers so that they are educated and empowered on how to move forward with making changes with their website. So in terms of customer journey, I want somebody to take these different action steps, but why? As that CEO in the bigger room, why do you want people to do this? Well, I want them to watch these videos with me so that we can create a connection. I want them to feel like they're getting to know Amber. Just like right now in this video, you're getting to know me. You're getting to know the way that I think, the way that I use my hands, my enthusiasm, my delivery, my energy. You get to know me. And you're either going to love me or not. And if not, that's okay, because I don't need to be all things to all people. I want to be all things to the right people. Okay? Ooh, that's a good one. We should write that down. I want to be all things to the right people. The people who see my value, see my genius, and really appreciate it, because I want to serve you. I'll go the extra mile for you all day long if you really get my value and appreciate what I'm giving to you. So I want them to start to develop this rapport, develop this relationship, develop this emotional connection with me, so that at the end of these videos, they feel like they really know me. Then I also want them to feel like they really have a deeper understanding of what it is that I do, who I do it for, and if it's a fit, right? So in this process, you might feel like, dang, I need Amber to build my website. She's clearly knowledgeable, knows what she's doing, and I'm ready to step into the bigger room. And if that's the case, then great. Then we could have that conversation. I'd be happy to help, right? And if not, that's okay too. You'll get value in other ways out of this training, right? But that's what I want. I want somebody to feel empowered and educated at the end of watching these videos. Then I want them to see what else we've done, right? Because I want my results to speak for themselves. I don't need to sell you. Either you get it or you don't. Either you want to work with me or you don't, right? So that's okay. Then I want you to look at the social proof. I want you to see the other people that I've been working with, because really, even as a part of opting in for this free training, you're a part of a community. You're not an individual alone on your island. You're a part of a community. And this community is magic. It really is. These are intense business owners, intense. I say that word intense because they are so passionate and they really want to make an impact in the world. And they're saving lives every single day, and they're passionate and they're kind and they're wonderful. And now you're a part of that. How exciting is that? Right? So definitely continue to follow me. See what else I have to offer. Get involved, because you don't have to be alone on your island trying to figure it out by yourself. You're here, you're connected now. And I feel that. So with this customer journey experience, basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to figure out, what do I want people to do first? What do I want them to do second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th? And you're mapping out the journey. And you're thinking through why this matters. It's not just so I can hurry up and try to make a quick buck out of you. It's deeper than that. It's about the impact. It's about changing people's thinking and changing their habits and changing their perspective to change their results and then change their life. That's what we're doing. That's what we're here for. It doesn't matter what your topic is, what your industry is. That's what we're all here trying to do. Okay. So below, also on this webpage, you're going to see a long video, like 15 minutes or something, that's also about customer journey. And I talk through the importance of documenting your customer journey. And so I'd like you can pause here now or just watch it at the end of this particular training, but I want you to watch that customer journey video as well, just to get even more details. But I wanted to get your mindset in the right place for that training. So to sum up where we are at this point in the training, we've talked about that on your website, you need to have a homepage video, what I call a door video, because people are not going to be able to absorb your text. They're going to need something that connects with them emotionally, that makes them feel like they're in the right place, that explains the process to them. The second thing that we need to be clear on is your customer journey, your customer experience. And even as a startup, even if you're not crystal clear on your message, that's okay. Still go through this process, and don't worry. Your branding, your message, your products, your offerings, your customer journey, your end result, your goals, will always change. Wow. So if it's always changing, does that mean that I don't have to have it perfectly dialed in right now in order to make income or to make an impact or to feel good about the work I'm doing and putting out into the world? Yes. It's more important to take action and get started. So then the third thing, and we've already kind of brushed up on this, but the third thing that you need to have in your website is really strong social proof. Okay. Like I mentioned earlier, you pretty much can't go anywhere on this website without seeing social proof. Okay. So if we scroll down, bam, social proof right underneath the video. Social proof in the form of videos, honest client experience. Here's the thing about videos. There are people out there that have a format, right? So when they want somebody to give them a testimonial, it's like, here's the template that I'm looking for. So fill this out, or we can get on a call and I'll basically tell you what to say. There are also people out there that literally write a testimonial about themselves and then send it to somebody and say, could you put your name on this? I don't do that. I think that's crazy. So even though it's not as articulate as it could be, I don't care. I want my audience to say their testimony from their heart. That's all I want. That's all I'm interested in personally. So if you look at any of the videos on my website or the text testimonial, guaranteed they are all authentic, genuine, in the person's voice. I didn't edit it. I didn't change it. I didn't suggest it. I just said, I just want your honest feedback of your experience working with me from your heart. So everybody's going to do that a little bit differently. And it's the social proof that allows people on the outside who don't yet know if they're ready to work with you. It gives them a sense from a third party of what it's like working with you. And through these testimonies, that prospect is going to get a sense of your core values, your operation, your reputation, your value of message, your value of service. Are you getting results for people? So really, the social proof element is crucial. Now, how do we get it? It's really easy. We ask for it. I know, what a concept. But you have to have a system in place for asking for testimonials. So for example, as soon as I launch a website, ta-da, your website's done, it's live for the world, congratulations. And I'm sending an email that has their login information and training and everything else, all of their next steps. At the very end, always thinking through, what do you want people to do next? Remember? So I practice what I preach. At the end of that launch email, I say, hey, it sure would mean a lot to me if you could, the next time you're recording video, just shoot me a quick testimonial video or write text if that is your, preference. But could you just share your honest experience of what this website process was in working with me? You could think back to what you felt when we first connected, anything that you felt along the journey, and just share your, whatever you're feeling about launching. And that would be so lovely. I think the team and I would really appreciate it. And most people do it. Not everybody. I'd say everybody has great intentions and most people do it. And most people probably do text, but probably 40% will do a video, and both work really well. So as you'll see here on the homepage, I have selected 9 great videos from a range of people. So I've got doctors, I've got huge New York Times bestselling authors, I have average everyday Joes. I have it all here. And so I really want to give a range of men to women, startups to more experienced people. And then if you come over here under happy clients, I have more video raves. And I have so many video waves that it goes on and on and on. So basically people have to come down here and press more, and then they keep going, and then they have to press even more, and it just keeps going. This sea of people saying that they have had an excellent experience working with me. And I also have written raves. So basically, they go on forever. I've got pages and pages and pages. If you go to any of our service pages, guess what you're going to see? More testimonials on every single page, specifically geared toward that specific service. If you go to the footer of the website, you're going to see rotating testimonials. If you go to my other website, Leverage to Scale, under raves, you're going to see a whole lot more testimonials about this marketing system that I've developed. And you're going to see, testimonials from actual business owners who have bought into this marketing system and are getting fantastic results. You're seeing case studies. You're seeing VA as probably not going to make sense to you why I would have different ones, but basically VA support staff testimonials from the VAs who are following this marketing system for the business owners, even testimonials based on the webinar that I'm giving, saying how this is the best webinar that they've ever been to and how incredibly, fast-paced and awesome the content is, extremely valuable. The value of testimonials. Do you know I have about 800 testimonials. I have them in a document online, in a Google Drive document. And I don't say that because I have a big ego and I'm puffing myself up. I say it because I have simply asked for it and people showed up because they had a great experience working with me. And now anytime I do something new, so this is another quick example, literally just added in this pop-up masterclass event. Just threw it up this weekend. I thought it would be fun to do a pop-up event, which means that it's not something I normally do, probably never going to do it again. It's just a one-time offering. And I set up this simple page talking about the pop-up event, and then bam, I have a testimonial here where I had one coaching session with this business owner, AJ. And after that one coaching session, I gave him one idea that generated almost $2,000 for him in a very short period of time, like within a week. And so it's about the results that I got for him. And then I have these other testimonials here. So the point is that no matter what you're offering, there's always a testimonial to back up what you're doing. So social proof, ask for it, and then post it everywhere. All right. So number 4, the fourth thing to make sure that you're getting website results is you need to have multiple offerings. Okay. Multiple different free trainings, just like this one, so that you're appealing to the most number of people coming into your organization, so that you are getting them into your organization in a deeper way so that you can spend a little bit more time having a conversation with them, building that relationship, getting them excited about what you do and who you do it for. And then you will absolutely have a much higher chance of conversion on the back end of getting new customers and clients coming in, and therefore profit, growth, and scaling. Okay. And it really starts with having multiple offerings. Now, below, I also have a link to a short 5-minute video that teaches you a content plan exercise. You may have already seen this. If you have, maybe watch it again. It's only 5 minutes. Watch it on double speed if you want to. But this exercise is going to give you the foundation for how to come up with these multiple different offerings. So for example, if my brand, my website, ngngenterprises.com, is a website and marketing agency, I thought, what are the primary categories that my people coming in are going to want to know about? What are they going to want information about? For sure, one of them is websites. For sure, one of them is social media marketing. For sure, another one is email marketing. For sure, another one would be monetization. For sure, another one would be, I don't know, scaling your company or funnels and systems, right? So I just think, what are the high topics that people want to know about? And if I could come up with, say, 5 of those, perfect. Now that gives me 5 different video training topics that I can use for Optin offers. You can use a free service such as Loom, Loom, loom.com. That's actually what I'm using to record this video to you today with. And you just start. Start at the beginning. You have your kind of outline of the 6 things or 3 things that you want to talk about, and really go deep within those things to give people actionable, targeted advice. And then at the end, you're going to give them what you want them to do next based on your customer journey document and experience, right? So you could do that in a day. Don't overthink this. Don't overthink this. Just come up with your categories. Trust your message, trust your experience. Stop trying to be perfect. Stop delaying, for goodness sakes. No matter what video content you put out there, the chances are that you will have some impact with people coming through are extremely high. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't have to be polished. You just have to get it out there. If you also are in the startup phase, you're not exactly sure what you should be talking about, ask your audience. Stop automating. Okay. This whole thing of like automation and funnels and removing yourself from your business is frankly a bunch of hogwash. It just is. The whole point of being in business is to have these conversations, to engage with your following. Okay. So simply put it out there, ask on social media, send an email to your email list, even if you have only freaking 10 people on the email list, ask old prospects that didn't buy with you, ask current clients or customers, ask colleagues. I don't care who you ask everybody. And here's what you're going to ask. I am getting ready to do a series of free trainings, and I really want to make sure that I am giving the best value based on what people need the most. So my question for you is, what is your number one most burning topic or burning question when it comes to blank? What is your number one most burning question when it comes to blank? Now, you want to keep this a little bit more general, a little bit more higher level. So I might say, what's your number one most burning question when it comes to building your business online? Very general. And people might come in and say, keyword research, video marketing, YouTube something, systems, admin, hiring a VA. But if you ask enough people, you're going to start to see patterns in their answers, and you'll start to clump them together and see, wow, surprisingly, most people wanted to know about keyword research. That shocks me. I would have thought it was funnels. Well, I guess I need to go out there and do a quick training on keyword research. And I don't have to be the world's best expert in keyword research. I just have to know more than my audience does. So I might do a little bit of Google research, make sure that I have, my topics outlined, hit record, share those tips with my audience, tell them what I want to do next, hit end record, and then put it up as a free offer on my website. Simple. This does not have to be hard. You do not have to overcomplicate it, but you do want to have multiple offerings. So coming back to the NGNG website, I'm going to give you some examples. So for example, under our Learn tab here, actually, let me first show you. Under WordPress websites here, I have an opt-in offer specifically for website right here on the website page. Then if you pop on over to social media, for example, bam, I have another offer on how to, do a great job with your social media while they're on the social media page. The point is that I have made multiple offers that are tied to the multiple services that I've offered, so that I already know that if you go on this page, I already know that you're interested and you're probably going to opt in because you're interested in social media training, right? So I am maximizing my conversion rate by offering them what I know that they already want. Otherwise, they wouldn't be here. So you want to make sure that you have multiple offerings. Now, if you are in kind of startup mode, chances are you've got a bazillion things going on. I get that. Okay. So I'm not saying now let's add 52 more things to your plate, because I don't believe in that. But could you conceivably go out there and make one new free offering every month for the next 5 months? And then 5 months from now, you're going to have a suite of really targeted, really awesome opt-in offers that your audience wants from you. And now once they opt in, you've already thought through the customer journey. So you know that, well, okay, now I'm going to offer them our social media service. And after that, I'm going to offer them one-on-one coaching. And after that, I'm going to offer them this next thing. So I hope you're seeing how all of this works together. You don't have to implement it all at once, but you do have to implement more of the right things that are going to move the needle in your business. And stop working on a little bit of everything and, feeling like you have to have everything perfect and dialed in before you do these bigger things. That's so backwards thinking. It's not the way that you're going to achieve your results. So at this stage of the training, we have talked about how you need to have a homepage video. We've talked about getting clear in your customer journey. We've talked about making sure you have lots of social proof targeted for each of your different offers. And now we've talked about having multiple different opt-in offers. So then there's another thing that I want to talk to you about, and that's having a simple funnel in place. I'm going to pop on over here to this page. I have a training called the Funnel Formula, and I have a link to it down below on the same page. Now, There are a lot of people out there talking about funnels and automation and this and that. There are actually people out there that are suggesting that you have a 90 email sequence set up, 90 email autoresponder email sequence set up as your funnel. And I think that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. The time it would take you to write a 90 email funnel sequence and put that into effect is nuts. I can think of 15 things that are way better use of your time than that. Okay. What you need is to simplify. So what I promote is a simple 5 email autoresponder sequence that no matter what opt-in offer you are putting out there, whether it's the social media branding, all the stuff that I just showed you, no matter which opt-in offer, use the same exact funnel sequence. And it all ties back to your customer journey. So the first one is going to give people the delivery of whatever they just opted in for and kind of give people an overview of your organization and kind of those next steps. Number 2 is going to be a simple, single survey question. What is your number 1 most burning topic when it comes to building your business online? This way, you are establishing engagement right off the bat with people coming in. You have an opportunity to now communicate back to those people, build and strengthen that relationship, and invite them to a discovery call with you, or invite them to buy your book, or invite them to whatever the next step in your customer journey is. One-on-one, not automated, one-on-one, you're spending the time to do it. And it is the best use of your time talking to a hot prospect who is excited about your work right now. Okay, so number 2 is a simple survey. It also gives you the opportunity to have ongoing market research so that you're always in tune with what your audience is thinking about, what they're wondering about, what they want to know more about. And then you can go create other products and programs and webinars and master classes and pop-up events, all for that purpose. Okay. So number 2 is a survey. Number 3, you want to go deeper into what it is that you want to offer people as the next step. And it might be that strategy session. It might be that book. It might be some evergreen webinar. Whatever that next thing is, you want to go deep into the story of it, the value of it, the benefits of it, add some testimonials to back it up. You're getting more personal with people. This is going to be a longer email. Email number 4, you're kind of doing a follow-up to that, except now this email is all about you. Your why. Why do you do this? Why? What happened to you in your life where you woke up and thought, oh my God, I got to share this with people. This is what I want to do. I want to help people get through their divorce. I want to help people heal. I want to get people to think more clearly. I want people to feel comfortable in their own skin. I want people to help people get out on stages. Whatever your topic is, why? So this next email is really deep, getting people to know you, vulnerable, authentic, you, not perfect marketing trickery, you. Pour it out, whatever it is. I don't even care how long it is. Pour it out. That's what this email is for. This email is going to be proof to people your uniqueness, how you are different. On an emotional level, it's going to get them to see that you are the person to follow, to help them. Cutting away the noise of everybody else. We wonder, how do I just get heard? This is how, right here. The last email is a transition email. Hey, really strongly want to encourage you to do this call to action again. However, at this point, we're going to transition you into my weekly, email where I'm going to share a video tip, and then you can connect with me on Facebook for these reasons. Always share why you want people to do what you're asking them to do. Like really why. So that's the simple email series. Now I am showing you the funnel formula page right now because if you watch this video, it goes much deeper into the actual funnel. What's funny is I actually give the funnel away on this video, and then you have an option to buy the full 1-hour training. It's a training video with an interactive workbook, and I give you templates to actually get the work done faster in tools. There's a do-it-yourself version. There's a done-with-you version where I can actually have a call with you before you get started to map out how to really go deep. What's the best offer? How do I position my story? What should I do as a transition? What should my number one most burning question be? So we can actually have a really high level strategy session. Then you go and actually build out the email. Then we come back and I review the email series. I edit it and audit it so that you are confident that you have the best possible funnel. And then the done for you version is where we can actually implement this into your email management system. So I'm not using this as an opportunity to sell you, but really, I think that this is something to consider, but this video actually gives you a lot of details on how to do it so you don't ever have to buy from me to move forward in your business. I don't believe in that. So I've given you kind of the high notes here. These are deeper notes. And if you just want the deepest notes and the templates and the time with me to get it done, then you can consider these options as well. So make sure that you have a simple funnel in place for all of those different opt-in offers that we were just talking about. Now, the last thing that you need to have in place, okay, the last thing that you need to have in place in order to make the most out of your website. And just a quick note here. I didn't talk about your about page, your media page, your press page, your contact page. Those things are important and they must be on every single website, but they're not the things that are necessarily going to move the needle. It's not going to be the reason that people join your email list or pick up the phone and contact you or whatever your next step is. So that's what this video is for, to give people that reason, to give you the clarity, to give people the reason to move forward with you. Okay. So the last thing is this. Arguably one of the most important. You need to have consistent marketing in place. You need to have consistent marketing in place. You need to have consistent marketing in place. Okay. I'm going to shout it from the rooftops. People start a blog. They make a couple posts, they're inspired, and then they stop because, I'm busy. I'm not getting instant results. Nobody's commenting. I don't think anybody cares. I have writer's block. I'm busy doing other things. Life got in the way, etc. I'm going to shift your thinking. Okay. The marketing system to get results in your business is not Facebook ads. It is not webinar. It is not Facebook Lives. The marketing plan to get consistent, qualified leads back to your website, the people that will watch your video, the people that will opt in for your offerings, the people that will engage with you on your survey question based on your funnel, the people that will go through and experience the full customer journey. What's that marketing system? Everybody wants to know, right? It's based on content marketing. And with the rules of content marketing, the laws of content marketing, it has to be consistent. It has to be something that you commit to week after week, no matter what feelings and fears come up, no matter what. Every week you have to do it consistently. Now, that means that you should be blogging every week, once a week. You should be on social media every week, multiple days per week. You should be sending an email out to your email list every week, once a week. Now, my personal approach is this: make a simple tip video. Okay. The content plan exercise listed below is a perfect example of a simple tip video. Make it 5 minutes if you want to, give some high level value, and at the end, invite people into a next step with you. Take that video, turn that into a blog post. The blog post is simply a summary that invites people to watch your video. So it's simple. You don't have to overthink your blogging anymore. Just post that blog post once a week. Then do your social media as you would Monday through Friday, let's say, a few times a day. Then once a week, you send an email out to your email list, except all you have to do is take that blog post, pop it into an email, and send that out. So the problem is that up to this point, when it comes to marketing, people are like, oh, I'm going to do a video about this, and then I have to do a separate blog post about that, and then I have to do this newsletter that's like full of recipes and my events and other downloads and everything that's new in my business, and promote my blog post, and then promote this other stuff that I'm doing. Oh, no wonder you're overwhelmed. No wonder things aren't getting done. No wonder you don't have the time. My highest gift and value is in efficiency and systems. Do a 5-minute video. Have your team put it into a blog post. Have your team do your social media. Have your team turn it into an email that nurtures your email following once a week and reminds them of how awesome you are. Oh, and by the way, sends them back to your website so that they can look at everything that you have to offer. This system that I just explained to you is called Leverage to Scale. And if you look at the website, you'll see Leverage to Scale. And if you pop over to that website, you can attend a free webinar. That free webinar is probably one of the highest and best value of your time. I'm not even kidding you. With this webinar, I go deep into how to do this. I give you video tips. I teach you efficiency. I go deeper into the plan. I talk about if you don't have a VA, where can you find one? What do they cost? How does this all work? How to step into that next room, how to be CEO. That's what's possible. And we have a, let's see. We have a case study here from Naomi Sodeman. Let me see. Okay, so I'm just going to find it by going over to Rave's case study. And you can see if we scroll down, here is Naomi Sodeman. Within 3 weeks of implementing the marketing system that I just told you, you have it now. She doubled her email list and monthly website visitors and started getting engagement on social media for the first time. She says in this case study that what used to take her and her assistant 40 hours a week now takes them 2.5 hours a week. Why? It's because she is focused on efficiency and systems. That is more of what you can expect by continuing the journey with me. And the next step in this journey is for you to attend this free webinar. And you want to plan for dedicated time, clear distraction, clear commitments, and get out a pen and piece of paper, because just like in this video, I went deep and I told you the little details that are going to move the needle. Now I'm going to do that with your marketing, because once you have solid marketing in place, you have a clear action plan, that traffic, that client attraction coming in is going to be more automated. It doesn't mean that now you're a robot, okay? Because you still are pouring yourself into your video tips, and then you can have a team that carries that brand message and personality through all of these other touch points. But the actual system that drives people to you is now on autopilot. It's more automated. So now imagine that you have this regular flow of qualified leads coming into your website. What they do is they watch that homepage video. They look at your other offerings. They join your email list through the different opt-in offers that you have. They go through your simple funnel where they're getting to know you even more, getting to know your core values. They're engaging with you through the survey. They're taking action with you through what you encourage them to do next. And if for some reason they're not ready, now they're on your weekly email list where they're getting that weekly video from you. Hello, remember, I'm awesome. I have value. I can help you. Come back to my website and learn everything else I have to offer you. And remember that I want you to sign up for this discovery call, or I want you to buy my book, or whatever that next step is. That is how you set up your website for your highest and best gain. That is when you go to a conference and somebody asks what you do and they're excited. They ask for your business card and you hand them that business card with total confidence because your website is awesome. And it is a great representation of who you are and what you do and who you do it for. I hope that you got a lot of value out of this training today. I would encourage you to send me an email and tell me your personal thoughts. What were some ahas for you? What are you going to do differently? What was it that helped you think differently? What are you going to put into motion? If you want to talk to me about having us redesign or finish out your website so it's a better reflection of you, if you want to move forward with the funnel formula so that you can really get some one-on-one support to make sure that your follow-up sequence is dialed in, if you want to learn the marketing system that is getting people insane results, then you can go sign up for that webinar. Plenty of ways for you to take advantage of my past decade of experience and all of the results that I've gotten, not only for myself, but from all of my clients. Definitely stay connected with me. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, do that because you want to get the weekly videos that I'm sending out. And until then, I just want to really thank you. I honor you for investing time into your business to be better, to really put yourself out there in a bigger way that you can be confident in because you know that you're rooted in service to others. And just remember, no guts, no glory. Take care.